So that definitely my is very uncertain right now. If that like it might be maybe what might be that the match still cannot be no that's the Ethereum if that might be like so missing that still cannot be required to like activate like the arm system. The it might be that final piece required to like activate the arm. It might be like it is definitely very okay, so that the minimum of the right now that like the set of those spirit might be processing two puppets and that one might be Zeran, the other and that the other might be using that what might be that that uniqueness and the spirits that uniqueness and the might the creator that a clone version of that Zeran which might be figuring that which to that that might be able to like remotely control and like a that might be that's like what might have happened. Might be very important. So like still my putting there and something and for like Gajima I like the big lamp still the like that the knowledge of that you don't do that and Gajima was like schedule giving it to the to the location where like the Ethereum team get up with me and like them recording like 22 seconds that Gajima the that aspect that like nothing up like the ball like that aspect self effective enough and in that way like Ethereum be not yeah really eventually due to like the Asian spectating that and also like that way. So like at that point of like the failure of that that you don't do according to something the secondary happening and at that point I'm going to bring that separate being absolutely frustrated and absolutely shocked. And basically quickly being able to that pinpoint like the culture as to that the failure of the Ethereum launch as like the Asian that was an artist that so like that way like I was trying that at that point the pit which might be also controlling that the terrain like to be so stringent and the end towards like the Alma get containing more that phrase and processing towards like the Alma get like at that point like setting up as a plan like top priority to print out the Alma that the scenario that you frame that they're actually under the thing that coming to basic things like recording of unexpected loss of value happening. This that's the scenario that I'm motivating. And at that point, I'm looking suddenly that the council, that all number of council members may be a certain number. So that would like an opportunity as not so different and the council wanting to that replace that fill the long of that fill the void of the long of like as now would like continue like looking out so then at that point I'm looking for black for several cigarettes without getting so flickering like no flicking pulling out, bring out kind of a stride mode and get kind of take control of that kind of the flow and using another creating another long or like taking the call of like another individual and turn that individual as well to be like a bucket activity manage to like that individual to the like the reflection of that yeah do not reflect in the constant number as well like to scenario that is that way which then looking for the text and sort of like and so it's a also looking for that another public as well laptop it's like in this now it's that there's no negative festival. There is a lot of room I as well uploaded thing of that we maybe your like spirit that might have take control and like also in like the long distance of them might be controlling the flow over the and I choose like that's over the data so that around like figure and over like and things like that the dog spirit like fighting another puppet as well and getting that puppet as also the puppet constant of the office that is the finance like the over the so like Leela with Nigerian business right now that like the top of the might be built in actual rules like the way it has to that seem to be able to like receive that the match that cannot be defined within like the Ethereum team by the top of heaven. And basically without its like expression in that lack to lack properly receive that string quantity of that nothing else with my strings in that Ethereum to surround that the tower of heaven and to work as like protecting field and try to take of that tower of heaven as well as let's say we don't be so that also for the next number reflected we don't be the campaign to also for like the accurate of that the tower of heaven of like the system as well might be like that was that how like the tower of heaven like capture proof for what we want might be is that in my documentary and so that the Bliam was for like the area of strategy inquiry trading and basically at that point I'm also covering injury like and also covering that they for like to without a state delay that you can sort of like an move and that the just barely wasting time that can bring that footage. Jalal into like and on the state and like rapidly taking Jalal and along with like Natsu like and black and Simon that and Jalal like all of them making it out of like the tower. And so that game at that point like that's how they don't think that they need the tower like the sacrificing of like some sort of the maybe like the tower sort of might not get activated. The system might not get activated even if that even if like that clearing land in like the tower of the when they're of the lines maybe up to things so like that's why through like making it out in time and basically then like the time for like a theory land on the options being up and basically at that point like from here realizing that like the Ethereum team strategy of like there are like at that point I'm looking maybe at that point of some down to the conversation that was the and for the growth of the Ethereum team that might be what that might result as like perfectly shared and as like ultimate for like so like so at that point like that's coming to such a conclusion and at that point I'm not maybe but at that point yelling down to and Simon to that unleash their those massive power and that choosing down the ultimate massive power and like the tower there's that if you attempt to for them to land attempt to like deploy the tower from like the outside it's like now that that way like like now so the data like now so and Simon giving there are like everything and squattering the brain like actually the feeling is like destroying like the love and that is love and like that is like one possibility that and the other possibility that I'm so like by the time the thing is better than a full and maybe around like that will make it out of it also like at that point I'm very different damage children and so maybe the maybe the access and student that means is like the book that I'm looking for maybe by now that macro might have got might have made it like to being up to date about like the situation uh, about like the in the situation of like nothing to like now so maybe macro try now might have send that and to that help out and that way like maybe that's like lots of the like the back in the end of like then happening and that maybe them to alone like outside like basically destroying the in city of Michael Dog like destroying like the route and from like outside in like thing in the scenario that was going and it's like the of the everything and it's the like but me but there I am right now is that is like might be after like without being like achieve like go that select form that I'm going to bring that the sacrifice of the might need to that happen in order to that that uh might see otherwise might be that that the basis that might take their improvement right now. So definitely I'm trying most like I'm still thinking about the rendition that like better range might be really pro of that support the general the most and not let general spin for the slack that spirit might have created using that torturing method was might be the case that they were bringing both doubly I'm referring that the spirit might be present within both uh within both of general as well as that the great might be that the case that we were great so that for like both general as well as that the great to be able to like use their true levels of strength. They might need to be close by to the future of might be the spirit within like the training. What might be like the spirit which might be present more within their and but also within like the training might need to be close to the future of or like the and the training would be able to like bring out like the like through our might be like that to be that's the case that might be very important. So definitely I'm looking right now for like the team of like Gerald and cigarettes like really trying to like bring down a top for that absolute like quite but like I'm totally trying like just in time like now to making it and basically at that point I'm totally trying like an intense sort of battle between like Musa and Gerald and not to and separate have it like to now that I'm totally in this like I'm totally praying for like the team of like not to kind of eventually succeeding in like automatically like there are like separate perspectives not that and the neighboring complexity was or even you get also like from then going through extreme spoilers in that like the value like not so you get like I'm looking like in the most likely unlocking the a great extent of the accident potential within them in that wicked in that diagram of the thing. So that kind of that that cause the tension at the end of the so on the spring that them to managing to replicate Etherion Etherion. So like the particular solution only going for that NatsuVsJellal with way in that battle like unlocking some sort of like an ultimate power within them and of that power could be extremely intense and you are definitely even frame which you can like one natural cloud at that point using the ultimate move against like that and Etherion I can find that as duality the element of that is duality in the mana or magnetic. So certain in that don't sell at upper left the grain getting defeated and losing competition. While at the same time like that has the purity of like the magic compromisal notes or setting in uh dark spirit within Gerard and Flickering. This might be present not just within the lab, but like also going to the within Flickering and the lab same how through that final make of that's why like bring nourish that way that the spirit being unable to that being back into and take control of the one can take control of that separate and general section that way the spirit for a time being one out that general and separate when they fit enough that so the opinion the spirit like basically like escaping at that point is like the not that purpose. So definitely able to bring language the spirit that person about transferring on the spiritual but like especially through separate naturally maybe might be only able to like only a kind fraction of that the true levels of strength of that and powers of that. So like don't tell the why when it's about that of those working active physical form. So it might be like that physical activities the movement experience. So that the need my cooking around version right now that maybe find out in that the ultimate formula to create that the automatic output time through that having that the some event that receive that the maximum of your power like the zero might be that the combination of these two packets might be that the combination of that these two elements might be that the formula for the creation of that the lost magic of time might be the case that never function considering more like the lost meta of the time most likely being such a magic might be not like a time manipulation magic through which like I'm just going item like time maybe doing to like that might be doing it that is manipulated to go ahead into that system or like to go in time and go ahead to yeah the ancient map might be like the case like time can might be able to like to manipulate it ahead into like the future of like the past or like a complete that of the spring like of the lost match out of time might be only having access to like time reversal power might be like that to the case with the event frame so definitely just for like the to like revive in the sense of like ultimate strategy might be for like the first of like the adding to that because that the entire period that the time period to that the ancient past before to the point before that the lot of them and that way that by reversal of like so right here like reversal of like time to like ancient past for like the like planet for the then word for like the like nature like revival might be what like the might be and person like might be using might get interested as like actual properties while the business society might be like the case but you know the induction rate. Yes, so that's the free one within the region right now that that's not even to the person right now and be able to do that give up that full strength in her battle against like Jalal even while realizing that Jalal and Secretary is left one of definitely might do that activity which that he will break due to that uh, that feeling of oppression that even to the person might be put down strongly having towards that Jala. And depending that might be the person might be remaining as like a strong inhibiting factor which might be strongly inhibiting and preventing and keeping them from being able to bring out that proof for the Jala power might be in like the current battle that Jala might be like that to the position of movement brain the sport of left to for like without it related at all like for like nothing that makes the environment and exactly that is saving us from like the sacrifice is like with narrative and I'm looking for at that point to be the point where that the final say on that the jump of the thing to be between that narrative and Jella like and not up and Jella like the narrative that I'm looking right now and I'm looking for that to be like the point that is just sort of focusing and hearing now to like the point where like initially now to thinking of finally achieving this that both that comprising terms of that it's an average level of so that also suppressing through that battle imagery that's what is ending up. fast searching, not just where is the person, but like fast searching that is point of like the and eventually with that immense power so control the brain with that state is our own point like not to what the ground of control like an ultimate form or anything not to like that up with you and then form like not to for an indicated Gerard like scenario that in the right. But like I'm still totally still putting the momentum in the range of that like then also like well happening. But like only like certain people left that are happening. And the use that immense purity which may be within that power ultimate power of that not to like I'm doing that it's so it's watching out like the spirit Gerard like the scenario in the scenario that I'm talking and that way like finally Gerard to create and like finally getting back Gerard is like getting the scenario that I thought ambition and once the thing maybe of like a more positive like over the man of like Gerald will be free like at that. But I'm going to maybe of like a bit more positive of that Gerald in being that the training of being like the newest member that such a skill along with like Julia is that also like a bit of the benefit and so definitely I could bring like one like the arms of like the events and like the system would be all like and so it's a kind of league for like the consequences like going up against the definitely I would bring like of realizing the truth about like Jalal having been like the control of like the like or having that realization and look at maybe that's the consequence member like the direct who like not punish Jalal like in the scenario in that way Jalal ending up maybe ending up going like separated like Julia that's what is like at the this is like in the scenario between and I'm also preparing for like food or like restaurant as well definitely surviving like the English scenario that so definitely I'm spending like every in like the in like about between that Nancy and Gerard like considering with Nancy one that about Nancy really picking Gerard and like pointing out like the within like Gerard like at that point it's like scientifically like not just like Gerard returning back to like normal so I'm looking to be like I would say like makes that I'm running back to like normal, but like simultaneously I'm talking that they are as well trying to get free from like the control that from my team that become more like flexible. And then back to like normal and like if they are at that point to be trust with that's like the event is while being at like the case of us like the even the scenario that I'm looking at and the example and that I'm looking for like the previous that like at that point that lyrics that went through towards that through their when they're inviting towards like full deer and we am going to that full deer like after through native full deer and at that point I'm looking for like finally it should have that absolute of realizing as for like full deer being like the song of like it's like the scenario that I'm focusing on today. So the example maybe that way for like aside from maybe Uttiah as well, maybe Lindsay and Craig getting ensuring that Uttiah as well maybe ends up joining the extra too. So maybe like a little bit of scenario that would work in today. Okay, so like when we know the event talking right now that that might be maybe connected to something of not the degree, but I think that Metallica and like I am the teams that's fine as well might be like against the gaming parameters and as well as that there might know track nail that Natsu's like active power that farm to west might be like against the gaming parameters. And also about that skill that I'm not I think that is connected to that nail as well as Metallica. Basically or this might be connected to that that's like might be like a base given family. So the pretty much the things that they don't have to form like track nail, nothing not of like track nail might have been one of that the most popular which are might have been like the case in the famous way. Might have had like two stop that and everything might have been like the case, especially when given. But like in the maybe due to like the and maybe the plant like they are bring that might not just be like the revival like the alone that might be that the ultimate goal of this of the might be having like multiple ultimate villanistic goals and like the revival might be only just one amount that might be the case. So like it might be a part of like the ultimate multiple other ultimate codes that number bring that the missing on that might be the tip of that ignite as well as like Metallica and like that jump to even not to away from like the danger involved around uh phase of it might have been surrounding that right might be the reason for like might need the Natsu take like in medicine hospital and so like there might have been the like for and fulfill involvement behind that what is happening to that the might need as well as like need as well as Natsu to send that thing might be that the activity of the game to figure it out. So that I would like to remember the maybe of like about that maybe might have been for like the spirit to like someone like the attempting to like someone one of like like what kind of like might ever be that that might have attempted to like someone one on like the very strong demon like the Christian and maybe he wants to like someone that strong team like sort of like maybe to sacrifice of like dragon might have been necessary, and that might be how that the thing of that beginning as well as that I'm getting dragon of like I think that when everything like happens might and like that might and like the that person might be having to do on the specific state and like the number of like that specific number might be necessary social uh, that needed for like that one to end up becoming funded and for like consumer like that one of the strong things like the that might have been like a real thing. So like that attempt of like the electric system was that maybe might have failed. Yeah, like I'm going to do that also I'm going to maybe that's the loss of that maybe Metallica as well as like might have happened related to like the billions of like the my job is what might happen to token and also to the experience. So that we might put in the reimbursement but like because Jalal watching when born like and both things the spirit so kind of stuff might have that we had like an interest ban against that and that's what right might have been that the days of the previous yes, so like Rasmin of the Buddha right now for like the battle against Jedi, like I'm putting the matter of that most likely promote like not for that like the senior candidate remember like and not to finally getting access to like the upper thing of that the very best you of like the new side because this basically like you not that one thing and I'm also protecting for like not just Nato but also especially I'm praying for like speaking the government over there like that when you have like I'm protecting for like the team like the maybe as well as left to the as well being also getting forward and that being a very different to the team now is there. So like that when this like to the other like journals of like the parent I will join into like the parent still as well as some promoted to like it's like the senior parent signal I've been trying to take over like the now that is a French definitely my definitely ambitions for like not just like the final move against lecture and ending up being so extremely powerful that I'm going to that they destroy like the entirety of like the line architecture that runs up to that sort of scenario that I'm going to so that's finally at that point I'm going to bring for most likely for like the council to finally approve of like and not just like this one for a change uh, during that incident is like even the scenario that the book is bringing up.